Good day and welcome to the Sport Wrap Show. This is Ashwin Berry updating you on the latest in the world of sport. Let's head straight into the hit list. Namibia's senior national football team's qualification to the Africa Cup of Nations will come in handy as far as the development of the sport in the country is concerned, administrators say. There has been jubilation since Tuesday when it was confirmed that Namibia will be participating in Africa's sporting showpiece in January. Namibia competed at the event in 1998, 2008, 2019 and now in 2024. Namibia Sports Commission Chief Administrator Freddie Muya congratulated the team for their victory. The team qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations after finishing as runners-up in Group C. Cameroon did the Namibians a favor by beating Burundi 3-0 on Tuesday night. After a 3-month hiatus, the Bank Windhoek Fistball League returns at the Coast Swakopmund Fistball Club this weekend from 8:30 a.m. In the National A-League, reigning league champions Cohen Fistball Club are at the top of the table with 27 points. CFC only needs one more win to secure first place in the playoffs. Participating teams cannot take second place away from Sport Club Windhoek, who could take the first spot if CFC1 loses 3 games in a row. Hosts SFC1 are in third place with 8 points, followed by CFC's reserve team with 6 points. Jan Olivier, chairman of Wanderers Squash, speaks on the prestigious event scheduled to take place next week.
Okay, good day everybody. We've just done the live draw for the Wanderers, the BDO Namibia Open, which is happening at Wanderers from the 20th of September until Saturday the 23rd. We have almost 100 players coming in, 250 games over 4 days, happening at Wanderers in Pioneers Park. So PSA event, Challenger 3 Tour. We have 5 divisions, 3 men's divisions, a PSA men's, men's A and a men's B division. Then we have a ladies PSA and a ladies A division. First round losers in the PSA event. PSA event is a knockout. So first round losers are relegated into the A divisions. That gives them another opportunity to play. So 100 players, 250 games. Everybody is invited. Come and watch. Absolutely fantastic squash. Entry is for free. We have upgraded our courts, we have upgraded our stands, we've got seating for about 350 people. So looking forward, absolutely premier event of the year in the squash calendar of Namibia. And then I want to welcome everybody. And again, thank you very much to our sponsor BDO, who's made all of this possible.
With all that being said, how excited are you for this prestigious tournament?
Very excited. We enjoyed it last year. We had some absolutely top players. We have even bigger players with the PSA event. We have bigger players coming in this year. We have Egyptians. Egypt is the world mecca of squash. If you look at the top players in the world, I think on the men's side, 8 of the top 10 is all Egyptians. I think on the ladies, very close to all of them are Egyptians. So we have a couple of Egyptians. We have got some people from Kenya, Zambia, South Africa, obviously. We have some very exciting youngsters playing in the PSA, apart from our own youngsters like Yandre that's playing there. We have very, very exciting youngsters from South Africa coming in. I think in total, in the PSA 16 draw, we have 5 under 19 players that's coming in, that's going to be competing at that level.
Okay, well, all in all, how excited are you for this? Not excited, but how important is it to host tournaments of this huge magnitude in Namibia?
To host tournaments of this magnitude is very, very important. It's for tournaments like this is where we get the youngsters that come and watch and actually see how the top players, where they see who's there, where they see what can be done on a squash court, what actual big squash looks like, the speed, the agility, the fitness of the players. To play at that level, you must be extremely fit. So we are very, very excited. I'm very, very excited to see these top-ranked players and the type of squash. It's something that we haven't seen in this country for a long time. You need to travel. You need to go to SA events or other world events to see this type of squash that will be played here in that week, which is next week.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.
The Marine Premiership starts this weekend and we'll be zooming in on that after the break. Vivo Energy Namibia this morning announced a sponsorship of fuel worth 150,000 Namibian dollars to Blue Waters Football Club for the 2023-24 Demarine Namibia Premiership season. The sponsorship will ensure that the team travelling costs through the season are covered. The Demarine Namibia Premiership kicks off this coming weekend. Sportrap was at a press conference and compiled this for you.
Grateful that you're here to, accompany us and capture and document what we have to share with the Namibian people. My name is Lazarus Nafidi. I'm with Vivo Energy, and today's press conference was explicitly called by our new partners from Blue Waters. I'm joined by Mr. Robert Shimoshili, who's the chairman of Blue Waters Football Club. I'm joined by Fernando Somaip. He's the manager of finance at Vivo Energy Namibia, and by Mr. Jürgen Trout, the SG of the Namibia Football Association. So we're in good company. Today, as you can see in the background, we brought the palm trees of Walfish Bay to Windhoek to make this special announcement. It's one that has been coming quite a while. As we all know, the Namibian football season is taking off this coming weekend. I think a bit of that will be shared later on. But we are all excited, and I think as football-loving Namibians, we should all be excited. Not to, put a damper on this event, I would first and foremost like to congratulate our brave warriors for qualifying for the Continental Showpiece next year, and we are all excited as Namibians, and I speak as a Namibian here today. The reason why we're here today is basically to unveil Vivo Energy's support to one of Namibia's oldest and best loved football teams in the country. They did submit a very compelling proposal as to why we should support them, as obviously historically we haven't always put our support into football when it comes to community investments. But Mr. Fernando will talk a bit more in detail about that. I would just like then to hand over to him to talk to us a bit about what the nature of this commercial agreement that we are here to sign today with Blue Waters Football Club, what it means to Vivo Energy, and also what we have in store with regards to the upcoming football season as a corporate. Fernando?
Thank you, Lazarus. Good morning, everyone. I think it's quite a momentous occasion to sit here to convey the sponsorship. Vivo Energy is quite eager to support programs where we obviously invest in community upliftment programs. We see that as a greater good for both the country and obviously the region and the town itself at large, because I think sports, as you all know, is a good sport. Sports allows us to keep obviously the social aspects, especially of our young ones, off the streets. Through sports, we are able to also harness an inclusivity culture for the nation at large. So I think with that, so today we have actually listened to the call of Blue Waters, specifically around the donation. And why we have listened to that call is basically that obviously the proposal spoke to our pillars of corporate social responsibility, plus also the fact that I think if we look at the outreach and the impact that this sponsorship would do to obviously the town and the region itself, we were convinced that we needed to listen to the request, and that's why we are sitting here today. I think it's the first foot in the door as Vivo Energy Namibia. And we're actually using this also to obviously implore other oil majors and other private sector players to kind of join the call to sponsorship so that at least we are able to improve the livelihoods of our players, but also that of the profession and the nation at large. I think those are my short words. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Fernando. With those few words, I think I'd also like to hand over to Mr. Robert Shinoshiri to, I don't know, accept or accept this sponsorship. But yeah, I think you obviously like to say a few words and stuff with regards to the upcoming season and where our support will fit into the team's readiness for the upcoming season.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lazarus, the proceeding director. So our words will not be few. Of course, I know how corporate you are. You like short things and sweet, but we are very much excited. So as a result thereof, our words will be more. So. Mr. Fernando Smile, the senior person, I believe, here representing Vivo Energy Namibia, Mr. Nafidi Razak, the marketing director, Vivo Energy Namibia, Mr. Jochen Trout, the Secretary General of the Namibia Football Association, the director of the league of NFA, fellow Blue Waters executive president and members, all the sport personality here, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
So, we are here by today to witness another historic moment in the history of Blue Water.
From the NFF side, I think this is really a huge day going forward. And I just want to put a little picture of what it costs to run football in Namibia. The NFA is managing 33 leagues. From our first division, from our top tier leagues, women and men, second division, first division, three leagues, and then the 14 regional leagues for women and men. 33 leagues. But what is the biggest challenge in Namibia? It's traveling. Our travel cost for the clubs is immense. And I'll just give you some figures for our four top tier leagues for the men. That's now the Premiership plus the three first division leagues. Those teams that are there will travel this season 450,000 kilometers to honor their various fixtures. A team like Oranje Mund FC that was promoted into the first division, Southern Stream first division, will have to travel something like 20,000 kilometers to honor their fixtures. So I think you understand why we're so grateful that when Fernando said we put our foot into the door. I encourage you to break down the door and bring that money to all the leagues and all the clubs.
So, we're consisting of different sport codes. In a way, when one looks into the history of both our entities, there are similarities that both came from the Hammer's Brigades. If you look at the back where both brands came from and the way we are today, it will bear testimony to the fact that only persistence and dedication can deliver success, hence the partnership which we are witnessing today. Blue Waters, as I say, it is a sport club, has achieved technical success since its inception in 1936. It was established in 1936. It's a senior brand. Only Tigers who is older than Blue Waters in this country. It was established in 1927, Blue Waters 13 February 1936. It was a Sunday. Blue Water is a holy team. So
Now, our international correspondent Ari Hochard is inside France itself. That's right, at the Rugby World Cup, and here he is with our Le Rugby Joel update.
Good day, everyone. Here from the Toulouse, Stade de Toulouse. It is the rugby stadium where Namibia play against New Zealand, and that is on Friday. Big game coming up. But let's first go to current news. That is on the World Cup happening. Big setback for South Africa, for the Springboks. It's Malcolm Marx, probably one of the best hookers in the game. He injured his knee in training, and he's out not only for a few weeks, but he's out for the tournament. So that's a big call for South Africa. No replacement yet. They have backup, they say, in the squad. Let's listen to some of the thoughts of Namibian players. Of course, it is Namibia that play against New Zealand. That is on Friday. And let's first hear from Prince Gosep. And we ask him what will the approach be for the Namibian rugby team against New Zealand. So here's Prince Gosep.
Definitely, ons kom van Namibia, ons weer terug by die land of the brave. So ons gaan opdag. Ons gaan opdag as het nou vrijdag, ons gaan ons opdag en dan gaan ons onze beste gee. I mean, ons is bang, ons is tijd bij mensen. Maar ik voel, die gaan een baie emotionele wedstrijd wees. En ik voel die boys het een level up en bewys.
Dit dan Prins Gosep, ek stem saam. Wees moet eerder self hard speel voordat jy wag dat die ander span hard speel. En dit is die flank natuurlik van Namibia vir die wedstryd teen die All Blacks. Ook die slot wat in aksie is, hy kom van die reservebank af. Dit is PJ van Lille, ervare speler. En hy is al amper 40 jaar oud en hy speel sy derde keer teen die All Blacks. Kom ons hoor wat sê hy.
Ja, dis soos ons gesê het en nou net gesê het, dit is 'n geleentheid wat ons nie baie kry nie. Om dit al 2 keer te gedoen het is 'n eer en 'n derde keer, miskien wie weet, third time lucky soos hulle sê.
Van die eerste een na die tweede een het jy gevoel dat jy die gevoelens so 'n bietjie beter kon hanteer. Jy het 'n beter prentjie gehad van wat om te verwag sekerlik.
Ja, natuurlik, maar ek dink wat ons in die eerste en die tweede keer wat ons gehad het, met die Engeland en in die Japan wêreldbeker is, in Engeland was dit die eerste ene, so dit was sommer die intrapslag geweest. En in Japan was dit reeds ons derde ene. En so elke situasie was anderser. So ek dink jy berei ook so voor soos jy deur die wêreldbeker gaan. Maar definitief, ek dink net weet nou in jou kop 'n bietjie meer as om te verwag van teenoor die ouetjies wat nog nie gespeel het.
That is PJ van Lille. He is playing lock off the bench and he's playing against Sam Whitelock, one of the 2 locks of New Zealand. Sam Whitelock playing in his 148th game, and that is for the All Blacks. Quite an achievement for Sam Whitelock, equaling Richie McCaw's record for New Zealand, most ever caps for New Zealand. That kick-off time is 9 p.m. That's here started to lose. That will be Namibia playing against the All Blacks. Tonight, a big game for France. France is playing rugby again. It's they're the host. They're playing against Uruguay. That game is in Lille, and the 9 p.m. kick-off time, that is Namibian time and also Toulouse time. Ari Hochard for Sport Wrap in Toulouse.
This month on DStv Premium, the English Premiership is in full swing. Catch all the footballing action.
He's done it again!
Damian Lewis and Guy Pearce star in A Spy Among Friends, a thrilling limited series about a double agent.
Espionage going to be intoxicating.
And relive the masterful comedy of Key and Peele with both season 1 and 2.
You're feeling it!
It's your moment to be entertained by staying connected to DStv Premium.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Windhoek Draft. Perfect time, perfect beer.
Let's go globe-trotting for international sport. The 2023-24 Motsepe Foundation Championship returns from the international break this weekend, with log leaders Orbit College looking to maintain their perfect start to the season. Orbit have trumped Platinum City Rovers and Milford FC in the opening 2 rounds and will look to become the first MFC team to rack up 3 wins this term when they host Black Leopards at the Soshanguve Giant Stadium on Sunday afternoon. At the same time, Milford will chase their first points of the season when they host University of Pretoria at the Princess Magogo Stadium. Harry Maguire said he can deal with hostile treatment from opposition supporters and that it takes the pressure off his England teammates after the defender was mocked by Scotland fans following his own goal on Tuesday. The 30-year-old Manchester United centre-back was brought on at half-time in Glasgow, with England leading 2-0 before inadvertently handling the hosts a lifeline by clumsily prodding a low cross into his own net in the 67th minute. Maguire described his treatment by Scottish fans as a little bit of banter. And in rugby, Springbok hooker Malcolm Marx has been ruled out of the remainder of the Rugby World Cup in France with a long-term knee injury. Marx was not included in Springbok coach Jacques Nenaba's matchday squad to face Romania in Bordeaux on Sunday, went down at training on Wednesday after having his knee caught in contact. With the Springboks having the luxury of an enlarged 33-man squad in France for the international showpiece and sufficient cover at hooker within the squad, he will not be replaced in the squad at this stage. This brings us to the end of today's show. Catch the Sport Wrap show again tomorrow, same time, same place. Good day.
Spring into savings at Vurman Brock. Get 1.5 kg Real Good Mixed Chicken for $64.99. 5 kg Champion Super Maize for $54.99. 1 liter First Choice UHT milk for $19.99. 1 liter Nam milk or Maire or Oshikandela for $26.99. Plus 2 kg Na hand washing powder for $38.99. Visit VurmanBrock.com to see our full range of spring specials at WB. We care.